What's up everyone, welcome to Ra Gaming 01, make sure to like and subscribe. Now enjoy the gameplay.
In the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the one and only Lord Gower.
Thanks Mike, always a pleasure to sit alongside you. Earlier I took a look at the conditions for the day, and it's pretty apparent even before you take a proper look that they'll be looking at batting first on this pitch. It's very dry on top, and it could make any run chase later quite difficult. Looks like this cloud is set for the day, but at least no rain is forecast.
Nice information there from David Gower. Let's now head down to the middle to join the captains for the toss.
Easy decision for the captain to bat first. Everything points to a tough time for the bowlers. There should be plenty of runs to be had.
Misses out on the first ball of the innings.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Misses everything.
Milne with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yep. Into the gap. Nice shot.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Drives and misses everything. 4 runs added there. The Tridents are none for 4. A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yep.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Wait there.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Singh won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end.
Played that beautifully. Saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
Right out of the middle.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Bravo. Shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Bowler's end.
A couple on offer here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Super shot that.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it. Milne from the north end.
Yep.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. Oh, dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot. Good running.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Immaculate timing there.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with a plum.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Catch it.
High, high, high in the air. This should be an easy chance.
Yeah.
And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Now there would have been a few hearts in mouths in the crowd, but somehow they managed to make their ground with a dive.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Bowler's end. Wait there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yep.
Middle that one, great timing.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Sprayed that very wide, hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Catch it!
There'll be runs here. Great work.
Yeah!
Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Bowlers! Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on. Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Absolutely nailed it.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that over the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. Played that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those this over.
Drives it into the covers. Fielders, no chance.
You just can't give them that much width. You bowl out there and you get what you deserve.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot and that raced away for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
What a lovely shot, and it flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Catch.
Oh boy, that's really high. This might be gone. What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
For the Tridents.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Bola, bola.
And straight into the safe hands of the keeper.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
The left-handed batsman is coming in.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first ball. That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
98.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Tridents are 5 for 98. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Keeper's ball.
Miller gets off the mark. That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yeah.
Chance to run 2.
Ball is in. Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Bola, bola. Yeah.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Yep.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive.
For 110.
Yeah.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Bowler.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. Tried to get the drive away. Didn't time the shot well and through to the keeper.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Ball is in.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yeah.
Great shot. Placement exquisite. Bravo. Did very nicely out there on the boundary.
Yes.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Tridents are 5 for 118.
Yup. Bowler.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yes.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Bowler, bowler. Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Yes. Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field. That's the over. The Tridents are 5 for 128. Going with pace now.
The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Yes.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowler. Yeah, yep.
Knocked him over. The in-swinger right up in the block hole.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep. No.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
End of the over. 4 runs coming from it. The Tridents are 6 for 132.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Keeper.
Appeared to be well within the limits, and the umpires called a wide.
Out! What a catch!
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
For the Tridents.
Yeah.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Bowler's end.
A couple on offer here.
Yep.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
Way up.
Really good shot there. That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
For 142.
Drives and misses everything.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Yeah. No.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe, but couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single. Played that beautifully. Saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
Yeah. No.
Quick onto that in the infield.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Wow, that's missed a lot. Nice shot, runs possible.
Yeah.
Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Oh, that is a great catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
The right-hander is coming into bat at number 11.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
End of a really good over. Taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate.
155.
Wait there.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Bowler. Waiting.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Bowler.
Played that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Yeah. Keeper. Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Bowler. Yep.
Could be close. Trouble. Oh, gone. The innings wraps up with a very defendable total. It will need some good bowling. It certainly won't be the easiest total to chase.
Yep.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Yep.
Edged. Unplayable.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field. Ahmed is looking good. Found some rhythm, really challenging the batter now.
Yep.
Super shot.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Conway shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
9 runs added in that over. The Super Kings are none for 9. Edged.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Good catch. Out.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
And with that, they're off the mark. Got way too much bounce on that delivery.
They must have just slipped a little in their delivery stride to bowl that no ball. Sometimes it can happen when you're trying too hard. Hits that well onto the back foot and cracks it away.
This is where they can be so good, because they were so quick to get back and onto this.
Yes.
Nicely played.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yeah.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yeah.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Wait.
finds the fielder with that shot.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Yeah, yeah.
Big edge!
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
The Super Kings weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over.
Waiting. Waiting.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Misses everything.
Just too much height on that one.
Overstepped on that occasion.
Yeah, yeah.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Beaten on the drive.
Sharma with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yeah.
6 runs added in the over. The Super Kings are 1 for 32. Ahmad from the north end.
Yeah, yeah.
Timed that brilliantly.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Yep.
Outrageous catch. What a wicket to get.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single. Could that be out? Looks so.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Yep. Ballers in.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Ballers in.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Ali gets off the mark.
A very successful over ends. The fielders will congratulate the bowler for their efforts. 2 wickets taken.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Wait. Waiting. Bowler, bowler.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Oh, nice bowling.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Well, that was just a little bit wide. Well picked up, let the ball do all the work really to ease it down towards third.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs. 5 fielders now allowed outside the circle.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Yep.
Good return, back from the deep. Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Wait on.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Yep.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4. Driven away nicely.
Ahmad has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket.
Right there.
Brilliant diving stop.
Right on. Waiting.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Just through the shot too early.
A miserly over is completed, just one off it. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Wait.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yes.
That is a gorgeous shot, straight through the covers.
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball.
Yes.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Ali got it into the gap and the ball did the rest. Brilliant shot. A few moves made in the field. Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Yes.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Got that one. Clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot. exactly where you want your fielders to throw as a wicketkeeper, right over the top of the stumps. A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Yep.
Thick edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Confident appeal. Could it be?
Wait on. Yep.
They'll get at least one.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
The Super Kings seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's our 4 for 74. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Wait on.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yep.
Incredible, what a grab.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Yep.
Chance to run 2. Big shout.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Nice way to get off the mark.
Yes. Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third.
Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over.
Wait.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Nice bowling.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Wait. Yep. Well done.
Big appeal.
Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yep.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Yep.
Loud appeal.
Yes.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yes.
Straight to the fielder.
Right there.
Good cricket all round, good delivery, timed well, but straight to the fielder. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Over. The Super Kings are 6 for 103. Absolutely nailed it.
Came forward onto the front foot and eased it away to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Edged. Unplayable.
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller.
Yep.
Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yes. Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field. That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler.
Yep.
Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. There'll be runs here. Fantastic catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Wait.
That's out. Caught. The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. The Super Kings are 8 for 119. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack. From the north end, the right armer is coming into the attack. From the north end, Miller into the attack now. From the north end.
Yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Wait on. Wait. Yep.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
7 runs added there. The Super Kings are 8 for 126.
Stop it.
Caught, gone.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait though to face their first ball.
The timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
What a beautiful shot that was. They've been sweating on the loose ball and picked this one up early and glanced it down to fine leg. Milne shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Yep. Couldn't have played that any better.
Brilliant shot. You couldn't hope to hit it any better than that. It's raced away to the boundary.
11 runs added there. The Super Kings are 9 for 137.
Well-directed short ball, sways out of the way.
Yep. Edge. What a ball.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Yep. Big edge.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. 19 runs needed. Will take a number of big shots to get home.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Oh yes, holds on to that one under huge pressure. They've done it.
This has been a famous victory. For much of the match, we didn't know who was going to win, but in the end, a deserved win, I would say.
This was a lot closer than it looked on paper. What a fantastic game. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. See you very soon.